Joe Moore offensive line camp is in its what year now?
We are in our 12th year.
12th year.
But 14 years ago we started it with the 2 COVID years.
So 14 years of some of the very best, well, Pitt legends attending. Last year, Hugh Green, etc. Danny Marino's been here. Every great idea has to have a little seed planted and somebody put some fertilizer and water on it. Mr. Diven, I understand that you were involved with the starting of the whole Joe Moore offensive line camp.
Yeah, yes, I was. So.
Why honor Joe Moore? How did you have an association with him? What started everything?
So my father and Joe were very, very close friends. And selfishly, at the time, you always look at quarterback camps and receiver camps, things of that nature. I had kids playing offensive and defensive line in high school, so I told Russ that we needed to start a camp. You guys have been in the league, you've done all these things, and nobody's really honored Joe. So we need to get a camp like this going, and that's how it started.
So, you'd say to yourself, okay, why this college coach? Why Joe Moore? Well, when you look at the numbers, what is it, 52, 53 of his players he put, you mentioned Russ Grimm. Jimbo Covert told me yesterday, I owe it all to Joe Moore. That's a big statement from Jim Covert.
Yes. Well, these guys, Joe had a unique, being around these guys the years that I've been around them, even as a kid, I was younger than them. I was at the Pitt games, on the sidelines, in the locker rooms, and you hear and see the stories, but when you get to see them and then you hear these guys repeat, and the passion which these past 14 years is amazing, the guys that want to come in. We don't beg or ask any of them to come in. We're having a camp, you want to be involved, and they come on their own, and they want to be here, and they tell their stories, but the passion in their story and how they deliver their story is amazing. It's just amazing to hear how much love that they have for a man that made them a better, not only football player, but a better person in life.
And that's one of the things. If you decide to bring your high school student to the 2025 Joe Moore offensive line camp, look, there's an old saying, Dan Rooney told me this. I asked him, why are the Steelers so good every year? He didn't even hesitate. He said, surround yourself with good people and good things happen. If you want to surround yourself, they're changing periods. Surround your children with good role models. Russ Grimm, Jimbo Covert, the litany of Pitt superstars that come to our camp and NFL legends. They're good people. They impart life lessons too. Paul Dunn yesterday was talking about, to the kids, family, the importance of family.
Yes, the importance of the family part was, that was something that my dad and I picked up on with those guys. My dad was a big thing about family, and Joe was as well. And this camp has become a family, and never did I think that the Notre Dame and Pitt guys would get along.
Well, if you brought Penn Staters in, we may have a problem.
Well, we've had a few token Penn Stater guys. Mike Munchak has been part of this camp as well.
Mike's okay.
Yeah, so,
Mike's okay.
Yeah, there's a few of them, but all kidding aside, when it's that rivalry is, no matter what college you go to, whether it's Slippery Rock is playing IUP, they still have a hate for each other. But when they get to this camp, you see, where Joe had touched so many of their lives that they have no problem telling Joe stories, and it's funny because it repeats itself. The Notre Dame stories are just the same as the Pitt stories with a little twist.
Yeah, right. He was just wearing a different hat on that day.
That's it.
Coach Moore not only was a legend, now his legend is permanent with the Joe Moore Collegiate Offensive Line Award. I mean, that's monumental testament to a great coach.
1,000%. You see, all the awards, individual awards. But when you have a group and they fight for it, and the kids that are part of that, they want to win that as a group. It's not for themselves, it's for their line, it's for their group. So to even the guys from the award that come in for this camp as well, they are just ecstatic to see these young kids today we have over 200 kids from 7 different states represented here at the camp, and every year it has grown. More states, more kids, but the quality and the training that these kids get are by far, you'll never see this anywhere in the country. I know that for sure.
Well, thanks. I don't know how the seed came into your head. Maybe God inspired, but personally, I love being here and being around old teammates. So thank you for starting the Joe Moore offensive line camp.
No problem.